Good evening. All right. Go ahead, Duhart. Yes. I hear the sound of victory. Come on. Whew, that's right. Say hello to our fellow delegates. Say hello to our fellow delegates. Amenities, huh? Hey, Keish. How'd you do after our talk today? Jay, welcome back. Belinda, Ellie Lane, Ramonita, Priscilla Harris, Barbie, Katrina, Chevelle, Jackie, the Gilberts, Denise Duhart, Reverend Craig, Pastor Lydia, Priscilla Harris. Hey, D. Davis. You sure, Marsha, you got the best seat in the house? Patricia Wilson, Chevelle, Belinda. Hey, Du Bois. Tangi. The VIP seat. Yes, you do. Ania, Tasha, Tamara, Gilda, Elitza. Waters in the house. Okay, good. You better, Keish. Karen, Natalia. Hi, Danielle. Marissa. Hello, hello. Christina Atkins. You've been with us, girl. Hi, Aunt. All right, Aunt. Come on, Aunt. I hear it. I hear it. You're getting some spiritual muscle. See, when we start coming into the things of the spirit. Hi, Sarita and Terry. Hi, Aaron Baker. People, places, and things want to come up and rise against us and try to make us go back to what's been in our soul. But we have to learn to have spiritual muscle. I'm hitting here so that you all will understand that I'm talking about muscle, literal muscle, but spiritual muscle. We need spiritual muscle. We can't be spiritual wimps. Can't be life wimps. You know, some of the best things in your life come your way, and we cannot throw them away because of people, places, or things, including us. What happened, Tange? You getting kicked out already? Ooh, girl. Dr. Paulette, we'll talk about rest. Whew. I have to share one of my fears with y'all. Maybe that's how we'll get started tonight. It's 9:08. I came home today and I didn't even bring my bags in from the car. I went right up in my bed and knocked out for 2 hours after being on rest. Not vacation. Totally on rest. Didn't even go outside, just rest. And came home today and jumped in my own bed, slept for 2 hours. Now you know, it is no place like home. Nothing like your own bed. And I just bought a new mattress. I think I confessed to you off in the beginning. I like them 1800 thread counts. I like my Tempur-Pedic bed. I like my foam. I don't really particularly care for the gel, but I do like the foam, and I missed my bed. Nothing like it for me. I love to sleep. I love to nap. I was watching a program today. Matter of fact, I think it was the Today Show, and they were talking about nappers and who in Hollywood were nappers. How some people would be in between sets, they'd be knocked out taking a nap, and other people would be like, "How do you nap?" I'm a napper. Anybody on here nappers? Let me see your hand or something if you like to take naps. Because I know a lot of people, they can't take naps because they'll be washed out for the whole rest of the day. That's right, Danielle. That's right, Colleen. And I used to be like that before, too, where I couldn't take a nap. It wouldn't work for me. But I trained my body to know to get up in 20, 30 minutes, and it works. Yep, Christina too. Yep, come on, Danielle. That's right, Miss Morris now. I love my naps. I don't care what nobody say. Yep, Paulette. They're good for you. And it was funny because I was hearing about in our European countries that their lunchtime is like an hour and a half or 2 hours they have for lunch because they include nap time in it. And they even have rooms. They're dark rooms, and they're like leather reclining chairs, and people will go in and they kind of like rent them for lunch for 20 to 30 minutes, and they would go in there and take naps on their lunch hour and go back. And they said people are healthier, they're living longer, their patience is longer because they take that time to nap in the middle of the day. Power naps. Girl, I know that's right. Yes, Marissa. My armor bearers, they would tell you in a minute. I'll be in a minute. I'm about to go take a nap. And this has been going on since I was in my 20s. That's like 20 years it's been going on. So it ain't because of no age. I love to nap. I invest in good sheets and mattress. I love pillows. And now I came into these lavender scents that make you rest. I'll spray a little bit on my blankets, and I love it. Next to that, I love good food. Good rest and good food. Sounds like heaven to me. Did I miss something, Nolan? Lady Latanya, we rebuke freezing. We're not having freezing tonight. Periscope better get the memo. All right. Let me start first. I'll start with praying, then I'll see if I can pay a little more attention, because I must have missed y'all or something, because I'm just talking. I'm just running my mouth. At 62 years old, I need a nap every day. Sis, I think at 22 years old. But my problem then, I used to club too much. I used to club probably 4 days a week. And I still had to go to work, no matter what time I got in. I wasn't a person to miss work. You don't mess with my pay. Now, I don't have a love of money, but I work hard for my money. And I'm not missing work just because I'm hungover. That ain't happening. The whole office going to suffer with my attitude, but I'm going into work. So I learned in my clubbing days to go in my car, and I would sleep for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and then get me something to eat or some water for 15 minutes and go back in that place and knock out my next 4 hours of work. Oh, yes, I did. That's how I learned to nap in my bad and evil days. But I believe that they blessed me. Thank y'all for sharing. I'm already getting tweets up here. Marsha, you are always sharing every time we're on here. I love my pillows thick. All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. And you know, if you're single, you should know how to dress a bed. And you should know how to make a bed. God, Lord have mercy. I don't know why I'm going there tonight. But if you're single, I'm telling you, let your husband be impressed with your chambers. Be impressed. Don't have nothing wrong with Walmart and none of them. Nothing wrong with it. Bargains and deals, I'd go to Walmart. Okay, I'd go there every day if I could. But you need to have something set up in your chambers room, that when your husband goes into that room, and it's something different about them sheets. Yeah, baby, because they my sheets. He ain't got to know they Egyptian thread count. These anointed because they my sheets. He don't have to. What is these? Silk or satin? No, they just anointed. You ain't got to tell all your secrets. Come on, y'all. Holler at me. Have nice scents in the room. Find out what he likes. Don't just because you like flowers don't mean he like flowers, and he don't want to get in your sheet smelling flowers. Who am I talking to on here today? Because I don't usually talk married folks business with single people, because you know that's tempting and teasing. And I was single for a good amount of years, and then single again for a good amount of years, and I didn't like when married folks come in and they kissing in the pulpit and they kissing all in their seats and hugging all on each other. The house of God is not for all of that. Now, God's not against it, but we're not in here to see y'all play all over each other and let us hear about your wild stories, because I'm trying to work out this abstinence thing, and y'all kissing and stuff in front of me. You setting me back a little few minutes now. Come on. Y'all with me? That's right. Have your chamber set up nice. Find out what his scent is and spray that scent. Woo! Are y'all with me? Or did the mic drop already? Yes, Delia. Yes, Terrell. What you talking about, Cynthia? Where you at? Yes, come on. What scents do you like? And if he doesn't know, go get him some of them nice little, what they call them now? Not those healing oils. What they call those oils? They got them in TJ Maxx. I bought them. They got them in a 4-pack. And they got these cute little spa diffusers. And I bought, a good friend of mine, Pastor Terry, when I keep having sinus problems, he had told me about eucalyptus. And so I bought a eucalyptus one, and I put it in my little spa sprayer, dehumidifier, and it sprays the scent in the room. And it was nice. And, you know, of course, it's a loud smell, but it helped me out. It drained my sinuses. And my husband was like, oh, man, I hope we don't have to have that Vicks smelling every other night. So I thought about it. I said, well, when I don't need it, maybe I could have something else circulating in the room. So I went and got they got a little 4-pack, sometimes $4, sometimes $9, essential oils. Thank you. All right, somebody else said peppermint, essential oils. Thank you. And I went and got a little 4-pack, and one night he came and I said, tell me which one of these is your favorite smell? What you think was in my little spa dehumidifier for that night? Brother just slept with a smile on his face. The Lions is tired tonight. I read my book. I ate all the candy he don't like me to eat. I watched my crazy channels that he don't like me to watch. And he was knocked out like a baby. Come on, women. Give me that. Give me that. Come on now. Y'all know you got to give me that one. Lavender. That's what I'm going to use tonight to help me rest. Hey, Tommy Artist. Go on, Aaron. Come on. Debbie got a few of them. Come on. Y'all better learn tonight. Remember, I'm Mima. Don't let age fool you. You can get them on Amazon also. One of my favorite places to shop. I ain't got to go nowhere. All right, y'all giving me that for real. Hook it up. I remember when my husband and I went to premarital counseling, and the counselor who was counseling us said that the single people in the world are having sex, and the married people and the married people of God are busy fighting. And we need to change that around. We need to start doing some other things that we're supposed to be able to do. I'm looking for some more testimonies here as y'all coming in. The numbers are going up, so I think we're moving right on time. Yeah, this was a good one here. I'll go ahead and pray. Because you already know, for those that are on here, I don't pray to offend you. I don't pray to look deep. I pray because I believe that the teachings of Jesus Christ truly and completely changed my life, ministered to my soul, helped me see me for me, and not be afraid to be changed. So that's who I study, and that's who I live by. So Father, I bless you tonight for each and every person that is on here. I pray that we may all have a deeper relationship or an awakening experience with you, so that our relationship evolves outside of the church building, and we can truly enjoy abundant life, not a life of restrictions and religions and laws, but an abundant life that is holy as you and the Father are holy. I thank you tonight, God, that you will be with us. You will open up our spiritual ears. You will open up our conscience, so that we may have a greater understanding of the soul, which you formed, created, and breathed into us, and we became a living being. We look to understand more of our Creator's way that He created us, so that instead of things and desires working against us, they can actually work for us. We thank you and we love you. In Jesus' name, amen. You better come on, virtuous love. Teach that thing. Yes, absolutely. All right, I had a testimony. This one was kind of more of a story. It was a reality, but I would still say a testimony because they kind of like was able to say this is why. But here we go. I just wanted you to know that the soul detox has really been inspiring. I missed some nights because honestly, some stuff I wasn't ready to deal with. And because I get up early in the morning, 4:30, 10 o'clock is a late night for me. However, I am grateful that I am able to replay the video to catch up. Thank you so much for your willingness to share with us. May God pour back into your life what you have sown into ours. May grace and peace be multiplied unto you. Grace and peace. I'll take both of those. Come on, testimony. Bonjour. Come on, testimony. What do we do at testimony time? Keeping it real. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Okay, LaShawna, I will. Oh, Sophia's on here. Harrison, good. Cherie Barnes, I was reading your Facebook post. How beautiful was that? Not feeling well, but set your clock to be up. That's right. Come on, testify. Do you see how real this writer was? This writer said, honestly, some stuff I wasn't ready to deal with myself. And we have to be honest with that. How many of y'all know that some nights was things that you didn't want to deal with yourself? Can we be honest about that? Can we be honest about that? Okay, I think that was the last one that I had. So I'll have to make sure that I check. I forget who it was. Which mail, Sylvia? But thank y'all for sharing. We are here, we are live, and we are ready to go. Did y'all say hi to each other? Did you already check in with the best seat in the house? Who has VIP status? Who got so much favor on their life that they got VIP status? Hey, Mike Tate. Brutally honest. Go ahead, Du Bois. Oh, good, LaShawna. Good. I'll make sure I check. Was it, you sent it to my Facebook inbox? I'll definitely check that. Woman in the mirror. Thank you, Sophia Harrison. Replay. A lot of stuff I wasn't ready to deal with. Y'all not alone. You're not alone. That's why I'm going to go through this twice. I'm going to go through it after this for 30 weeks because this second time for me brought a whole nother level of truth and reality that I had to deal with. And one of the emails that I read before, you know, the person said that after starting this, I don't even know if I believe in myself. And to be honest with you, I question whether I really believe in God. That person is for real. Now, I don't know where they may be in their life or how things in their life have been handled to this point, but I know at the point of authoring that email, they kept it real. That I really got to question my beliefs. And they said that before I taught on behaviors tell our beliefs. Our beliefs dictate our behaviors. They said this way before. So they was on it. Mike Tate. All right, Lydia, come on. They got VIP. Mike Tate or Elder Ross. Did y'all send Bernard a U-Mark card? He got a U-Mark card from someone and they didn't put their name in it, so we don't know who it's from. And he was blushing. Y'all know how he is. He was blushing. And he kept asking me who was it from. And I looked at the card as well, and there was nothing on it. So if anyone from the Apostles' house, I don't know if it was in his mailbox or if they just put it in my bag. But if anyone can tell me who got him the U-Mark card, it would really bless him. He's blessed already, but he would be very blessed to know who did it. Yes, Denise Holter. It is good to hear things repeatedly, Elder Manny. That's right, Evangelist Melinda. She said, I love you all, family. Y'all giving me your one-liners now? Come on. Look at the pretty hearts on Periscope. Brown and pink and coral and yellow. Go on. Go on with the hearts. Look at the Hearts Ministry. My babies. They not playing. They're not playing. Okay, thanks, Mike Tate. So my memory didn't fail me. Good. I told him, I said, I think Mike Tate, you have such a distinguished, such a very nice handwriting that I thought I recognized it. Very distinguished, nice handwriting. Sylvie, did I get it from you? Let me check. Let me check tomorrow when I get back. My head's not all the way on my head yet. So let me tell you my fear factor problem real quick. It's 24 after. Okay, so I went on a sabbatical. Went to get rest. And to stick with, of course, my my broadcast. And y'all starting already. Go ahead, Sarita. So I'm staying in a little beach house, and all of a sudden a storm comes. Y'all were on with me that night. We actually lost connection towards the end. Lights were flashing. Storm. Now, I'm on the beach house. Literally on the beach. Storm comes in from the ocean. What's the first place the storm's gonna hit? Anybody got an idea? Y'all is saying it tonight. Speak it. The storm comes in from the ocean and it hits one of the houses that I was in first. And let me tell you, I was sitting on the bed furthest to the side of the house and I felt the bed move. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not being funny. No, I wish it was. One day, Priscilla, and I said, oh no, this ain't no braggadocious, docious, nothing, but I'm a city girl. I don't know nothing about these storms. I don't know. I'm not a southern baby. I don't know about them hurricanes and tornadoes. All I know is nor'easters. All I know is snow. I don't know about any of that stuff. Y'all better prophesy. And I like to go to the beach house this time of year because it's not peak, it's off peak season. So no one's there except the locals. So at the restaurant called the Canteen in the morning, everyone's there and everybody knows each other and they're saying hi. And people are hanging out there with their laptops for 2 hours. And, you know, you're conversating with people from all different walks of life that you don't even know. I love that stuff. And at night, there's only, I think maybe 2 breakfast spots open. Some nights were only 1. By Friday, 2 or 3 were open. So, you know, I like that. That's the kind of life I like. So I'm in the beach house and the storm comes in. Let me tell y'all something. Talking about fear. Ooh, I'm feeling it right now. I'm itching my head, everything. I was nervous. That, yes, quiet. That when you're a thinker and a visionary, it is so important. You can take this nugget down. It is so important to have quiet time. Those who follow Christ, he had quiet time. He went away. Many times they took the time to even put it in the Bible that he went away. And we have to go away. So if y'all have a fear of being by yourself and being alone, you have to take one of these trips. Start small. Start with a 1 night or 2 nights so that you can do it by yourself. And literally do it by yourself. People are going to want to come. I want to go. But you can't do it. You have to do it by yourself because you're going to champion your fears this year. And don't go up there with no foolishness. Go by yourself. And, you know, even my son called me. He's like, Mom, what are you doing? I said, well, right now I just got back in from picking up dinner for tonight. I'm getting ready to read another chapter in my book. And I'm going to watch the news for a little while. I may take a little nap. And, you know, by then it'll be time to get up and start cooking dinner. He's like, that is so boring. I said, boring to you. But for me, it's sabbatical. So I would get enough groceries for 2 days. I wouldn't go outside the house. Just really wanted to be in his presence. You know, the Lord is very selfish with us. Very jealous of us. We even read about that in the Bible. He's very jealous of us and he shares us. See, I do it the opposite. I don't say my family shares me with the Lord. The Lord shares me with my family. I'm his slave. I'm indebted to him. And, you know, but there's times where he's jealous. And he's jealous for me. He's jealous for you. And he wants alone time. And he doesn't want your family there. Even your cute little precious grandchildren, your cute babies, your fine husband, your beautiful wife. He's like, all that is good. That is commodity. That's riches. That is overflowing that I have given unto you. But come away with me. I need some time with you alone. And that is very important. And I try to do it every year. I would like to do it twice a year, but I definitely try to do it once a year just for my soul's sake. And the storm came in and hit that house. It was heavy from about 8 o'clock. And I was like, ooh, this is rough. About 11 o'clock, I was like, this is scary. All of a sudden, this message comes across the TV that the winds are now at 60 miles per hour. And between 1 a.m. and 7 a.m., the winds are going to be at their heaviest. I ain't get on here to lie. I ain't get on here to waste your time. I ain't get on here to waste my time. I ain't have to tell this story at all. I, at one point, cried. I had tears coming out my eyes. I was scared. I had fear. And listen, this is how you know when things go from your conscious to your subconscious to your conscience. All of a sudden, all the teachings that I had been doing at that point for 23 days. All the teachings were coming up in me and saying, come on, you don't have to be a fear. You don't have to be afraid, but the house is swinging. You know what I'm saying? While my conscience is relaying to me all the information that I have been ingesting and digesting, my conscience was speaking to me, but the house was moving. Next thing, at one point, tears came down my eyes. I was like, I am literally afraid. I'm by myself in the house, afraid the light's going to go out. I had one candle with me in a small little town on the water. Not many people there because it's off season. And it was a rough night. Finally, I grabbed hold. I couldn't get any TV on anymore. So I had my laptop in there, had it fully charged. Finally, I just started, it came into my spirit. And it wasn't, for God had not given me the spirit of fear, because I don't know if I had the spirit of fear, but I know one thing for sure. I was scared straight that night by myself in that house. I had packed up my stuff closer to the room in case the roof blew off, and I had to make it down a little staircase and get out front. I mean, my mind was, I was there. I think I was at a point where you might say petrified. And I mean, how can you keep telling God did not give me the spirit of fear and you feel the house shaking? Come on, somebody. The rain is coming down so hard, it sounds like sleet, and it's hurricane force winds, but it wasn't a hurricane. Yeah, absolutely, D. Davis. And you're by yourself. No dog, no little baby, no strong man, no friend, nobody with you. And finally, I just had to really, really focus on my faith. I had to really, truly focus on my faith. And I didn't have to convince myself that God wasn't going to take me now because he wasn't finished with me yet. I don't know if he finished with me yet. Hey, I might have messed up somewhere along the line. He said he finished with me. He did it to Saul, didn't he? And Saul didn't even know God was finished with him. All I said was I put my faith and trust in Jesus Christ. I put my faith and trust in Jesus Christ. And I'm telling you, I'm really bearing it all right now. Because I'm not, if anybody on here knows me or know anybody who knows me closely, they would tell you I'm not a scary person. I don't jump at things. I don't get shocked easily. I don't watch movies and be, and, things that happen, and I don't get thrown off right away. I'm very preventative. I don't move defensively. I move offensively. And that's a good thing. I'm happy that I have that. But let me tell you, none of that worked during this storm that I was in on Monday night. But I finally grabbed my faith and I put my faith in action, and I began to speak that I trust. My faith and my trust is in Jesus Christ. My faith and my trust is in Jesus Christ. That's right, Jackie. And next thing you know, it was probably about 2:30 in the morning. Again, the house is shaking and I could hear the windows vibrating. I didn't even know if the windows were hurricane force windows in here. And I heard the panels of the roof. And I think maybe they had, because it's a beach house, maybe they had the hurricane enforced roof, something that I heard about where the wind can blow through it. So you'll hear all the wind going up like somebody's running up the roof. By myself in a state that I know nobody in, and on a beach where only a few locals are still in their homes for the season. I went to bed finally at 2 something, and I woke up, I think it was 5:30, 6 in the morning, maybe about 6 because the lights were up at that point. And I'm telling you, I got a deeper relationship with Jesus Christ after that storm. Woo! Yes, I do. I couldn't do anything else but to focus on him. Isn't it something? See, sometimes we're given options and opportunities when we're in moments where we have a lot of fear. Yeah, thank God the storm passed. Whew. And everybody said, but you made it, but you made it. I was getting angry at them. I was like, no, I didn't make it. Like, I didn't come out and tell anybody until this Periscope, until this Facebook Live, that I literally had tears coming down my face. I was afraid. Do y'all hear me? But all glory to God, because I grabbed on to my faith and my trust in my relationship with him. I don't care if you want to call it brainwash, whatever you want to call it. It worked for me. And I woke up that morning and I'm telling you, I have a deeper relationship with him. But I want to share this with you because I think this goes along with what we've been talking about for all of these days. A lot of our ignorance comes from lack of knowledge. I'm sorry, I didn't say it right. A lot of our fear comes from ignorance, lack of knowledge. It doesn't mean we're stupid. Ignorant means you just are untrained, unknowledge, unskilled in a particular area. Doesn't mean you're stupid. Doesn't mean you're dumb. It doesn't even mean you're not educated. Educated people have ignorance in certain areas. Doesn't mean that. Because when I talked to people the next day, when I got up that morning and went to the canteen, to the coffee shop, and I talked to people and they were saying how bad the storm was, but they weren't worried. So I started to ask questions. They started explaining to me about the hurricane enforced beach walls. They started talking about the hurricane enforced windows that they have on all the beach houses now. It's mandatory in these rental homes. They told me about the roof that was on the house. Now listen, had I known this information before the storm, talk about prevention, and we're talking about fear, and we're talking about lack of knowledge. Had I known all this before the storm, I guarantee you I would not have been petrified. I may have been a little nervous because the house was shaking, but I would not have been petrified. So a lot of our fear comes because we have lack of knowledge. Because a roofer or the man who put the windows on that house would not have been afraid of that force of wind because they have knowledge about the type of roof and walls and windows that are on that house. But because I was unknowledged, unskilled in that area, I had a lack of knowledge, I had fear. Am I making sense to you? That's a good journal moment to make. Yes, Pastor D. Are some of the things that we fear because we don't have any knowledge of it? And today, when I was driving back, I got a call from one of my spiritual daughters in the car, and she was telling me that she's really, really going deep into fear, and it's stressing her out because of a surgery she has to go. Never had surgery in her life. You know, somebody cutting your body open, that stuff scares you, makes you nervous. And I was able to immediately share with her what I had gone through. I didn't go into this detail with her, but I told her, you need to look up what you're having surgery for, how important the surgery is, and you need to understand that thousands of people go in and out of surgery every day. When you become knowledge of a thing, when you get out of ignorance to a thing, you don't have fear about the thing. Okay, good. Misha's getting it? Yes, Terry Brinson. Yes. And that's why in the Bible he tells us, my people perish for lack of knowledge. That's right, Vanessa. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Why do we perish? We perish because of fear, because we don't have knowledge of a thing. That's amazing. So when you write down your fears, matter of fact, let's just take a moment to do it. I've been babbling. I hope it was a good babble. I only like to babble when wisdom's able to come out of it. But if you can, just put up on the screen for me just at least one of your fears that you have that you really would like to get over or have worked out in your life. Tell me one of the fears that you have. Let me see. Come on, Periscope. Y'all with me? And not back with the other ones. I don't want you to share with me the same ones. Welcome, Sharice. What y'all on delay tonight? Give me a fear. Give me a fear. Spiders, heights. Thank you. Here they come. Drowning. Now, if you had a little knowledge about this stuff, especially spiders, Leah, because you know, a spider ain't but how big? Maybe. And look at you. And we afraid of this thing? You know, my granddaughter tried to have this fear the other day of bugs. We dealt with that right away. I took her foot, I put it on the bug, and I squashed it. I said, no fear. You too big for this thing. Your foot is bigger than that bug. And you running and screaming and hiding all over the house. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Come on, I'm reading them. I see them up here. Come on, Gwen. That's right. Be knowledge of a thing so that it cannot have fear over you. Swimming, a fear of drowning. I have fear of depths of water. I love the beach, but don't put me in depths of water. You got to become knowledge of it. You got to become skilled on it. People can swim. People have swum and survived some pretty amazing things, and we have a fear of just the look of it, just the thought of it. Do you get what I'm saying? This is the year to come up out of ignorance. This is the year to come up out of fears. Study a thing so that you can have power and authority over a thing and not have that thing have power and authority over you. This is the year. Take your swimming classes. Sign up. Mice. 2 people in a row put up mice. I was there with you, Pastor Lydia. I can help you with that one too. All right, Mike Tate. We did a pretty good segment on that one. Pastor D's teasing Leah. Depths of water. Yep. And I started swimming classes, and I got through the first one, and I need to go through and finish them, because that fear, it's not cool. It's not necessary. Amen. Good. And it was funny because when I was turning the channels today, Joyce Meyer was on, and she was talking about fear. And she was talking about, if you look in the encyclopedia, not even a spiritual book, just look in the encyclopedia and look up phobias. And she said you would be completely amazed at what people have phobias over. She said things she didn't even know existed, people actually had a fear of. Oh my God. Look at Minister Leah is supporting her belief in spiders. Change the belief, sister. Change the belief. Behaviors will change. We did a pretty good segment on fear. But this is something that we can actually champion. This doesn't have to be in our life. Come on. Hey, Favre. Swimming classes. Take your swimming classes. And Sylvia, I did get a message from you today. I remember. I do have it. Good. All right. So y'all being real with me tonight. So I thought I'd share that with you so that we can get over some of these fears and we can live life to the fullest. We need to be skilled, get knowledge on some things so that everything that is a fear for you, if anything, let your fears grow along with you. And that doesn't mean the same ones. It means that was a fear for me a few years ago. Now I found out I have a different fear. And begin to work these matters out in your life. Serious, Sylvia? Okay, didn't hear that one. We can talk about that one too. Oh, I'm glad, Belinda. I'm glad. These sessions are important. I don't really, favor too much of the pulpit preaching. I do it. I enjoy it, but I love roundtable discussions. To me, that's where real healing comes in. Amen. All right. Let's get to our notes tonight. I don't know why I feel like something's allergic bothering me here. But we're going to handle that too. Let's talk tonight. We left off on our toxic tag-alongs. Have y'all been able to spot and pick out your toxic tag-alongs? And hopefully, prayerfully, you're not one. Hopefully, prayerfully. Periscope acting up. Nisi, what's the problem? It knows I'm home. It should be behaving. Now let me know if I got to do something again. Yep, me too, Corinne. So I'll just start talking and we'll get moving from there. So toxic tag-alongs, they can actually corrupt your behaviors. They can corrupt your good plans. They can rob you of blessings that are poured out onto you. We talked about favor. People wanting to give into your bosom, but they won't because of the people you hang with. I've had that happen to me. You might not think it really matters who you spend time with, but it does. And we like to tell ourselves and other people, we did it to our parents when we were younger. No one can change who I am. They don't control me. I'm my own person. But remember, people influence people. And the person who influences you has the control. We talked about it last night. Influence. Influence means the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. Influence. Influence is the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something. Influence. So who has influence in your life? This goes back to me talking about air time. The air we breathe, the space that we're in, the second heaven atmosphere that we're in, and then the air time. I was talking about the air that we breathe time. Y'all took it to the ear that we listen in time, which was exactly right. And I love that you took it there. But that's why I said it's expensive. Who are you letting speak into your life? Who do you have around you that is speaking into your life that you think isn't making a difference, until we found out that our mind has a conscious, a subconscious, and a conscience. And you think the influence that they have on you isn't anything at all, right? But it is, because listen, influence means the capacity to have an effect on your character, on your development, and your behavior. So no, to you, they may not be controlling you. You do what you want to do, but their influence in your life affects your character, your development, and your behavior. Eartime is expensive. Funny thing, we were talking about eartime for this last month. There was a commercial today, and it's got like a little chihuahua or something in it. And I think the chihuahua, they said, was paid something like $3 million, a dog, $3 million to be held in that position and lick the person's face at a certain time. And that the commercial itself was a $30 million commercial. $30 million. And I think the commercial was maybe, what is the commercial, 10, 12 seconds nowadays? That may be even a long amount of time. Ear time is expensive. And your ear time should be just as valuable and just as expensive at who you allow to sit and put stuff in your ear. They have an influence on you. And if they have an influence on you, what they say does affect your character. It affects your development, and it affects your behavior. It is tempting to think you can help or even rescue people who play in the gutter with their toxic lifestyle. It's tempting to think you can help them. I used to have a lot of people that I used to be around because I thought I could help them. Well, lo and behold, they could have been thinking they was going to help me. So where'd that get anybody? Who's influencing you? And I had a talk with another young lady the other night, and she was saying how she's been loving the detox and really going through it. And she had a friend of hers come sit and listen. And her friend is at a real raw place in her life right now where, it almost to the point where to this person, death looks like a better option. And she begins to listen to the soul detox, and she started getting upset, which is what we expected. I said from day one, I'm going to get you upset. Some days you are not going to like me. It's going to be like that gym trainer, that person that's making you eat healthy. You're going to have problems with me at first. You are, because I'm taking you against the grain of everything that you thought was normal, but you found out that your perception of what was normal was already jacked up from childhood, things spoken to you, atmosphere you was raised in. We already set the platform for that. But that one person who they thought they were helping, listen to me now, this is pivotal. They thought they were helping this person. So they introduced this person to a teaching, helped them out all day long, rode them around, did favors for them, blase, blase, blaze. You know how we do that. And had them listening to Soul Detox. And the person who they thought they were helping had some words that they didn't like about what I was pressing on that night, and begin to affect the character and the thinking of the person who thought they was helping them. So that's like me thinking I'm helping you. I think I'm helping you. Okay? I bring a friend in, and a friend begins to talk against the help that I think I'm giving you. All of a sudden now I'm confused. Now I'm supposed to be helping you, but I'm not the stronger one. How can I help you? The Bible even talks about the stronger man can come in and take over the house of the weaker man. The stronger man can take over the house of the strong man. So sometimes you think you're helping people, but you're not even in a position to help anyone yet. How do you know? Behavior. Because if you truly believed enough of what you were doing to help someone, they wouldn't be able to affect your character, your development, or your behavior. If people can still affect your character, your development, or your behavior, you are not in a position to minister to or to help anyone yet. You need to put that sign up like they have on a taxi, off duty, put up the other little sign, gone fishing. Check yourself out of those things and those activities for a moment and get yourself together. I was having a conversation the other day with the Holy Spirit, and I was saying, I feel like I don't have the time for ministry like I want. I'm a wife, I'm a grandmother, I'm still a mother, even though he's not a child anymore. And it's just a lot. And some days it just feels like I'm being pulled out in so many different ways that you have those feelings. Hope someone gets what I'm saying. And it's different for everyone. I'm just sharing my experience. And I heard the Lord say, well, what's your priority? And I said, well, I would be, for me, ministry is my first love after God. I'm talking about things, people, places, and things, not my faith. Ministry is my first love. And he says, so would you be willing to lose all these things for me? And I had to think about it for a moment. I don't really know how to answer that. He's talking to me while I'm cooking, thank God. No, I'm not. I don't have those issues. And then I reversed it around. I said, well, would I be willing to give up him? Okay, then would I be willing to give up them? I reversed the conversation around. Chevelle says she gets it. I reversed the conversation around to decide what is first in my life. And then whatever I make second and third, can they handle it? And let me tell you, the pressure's on. Because God wants first. He's selfish. What's the song say? He's jealous for me. It's deep. And when you think about it, sometimes it can almost make you cry. But you have to decide what are the things that you live for. And then what are some of the things that can come up after your number one focus? And can they survive that place in your life? I hope you get it. I don't know what's going on with me tonight, but I feel like a grandmother and all my children are sitting at my feet and I'm just talking and they're gleaming from it, but I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm shooting for. You know, I come on here every night for 25 nights. We got 5 nights to go. I come on here for 25 nights and I have it scheduled and I know where I want to start. I have approximate where I want to end. But tonight I just felt like a freedom to just talk to y'all, to just talk. Just that talk. Maybe that talk that you've never had with your own mom. Maybe you had it with your mom, but you've never had it with someone else that's not related to you. You know, that big sister talk, or just that friend, somebody you can talk to. And you don't have to see, I don't have to see your face, so you feel a little more confident. I noticed that a lot of people who are shy in person are very big talkers on social media. And I see them recording themselves in the car and in restaurants. When you get with them, their heads down, they can barely talk. It's like shy people come alive on social media. So this is just a place where we could talk. And I hope I didn't waste your time tonight. I hope that you got something from what we talked about. I just know that it's getting real. 2017 is your year. Now, are you going to get it or not? Are you going to make people, places, and things your excuse? Yes, Tamara. Yes, Kareem. Or are you going to go desperately after the things that are desperately waiting for you? We talked about desire last night. Remember desire? That our desires are all out of whack, all warped out. We got all kind of crazy desires. When God really gave us desire, and the purpose of desire was to keep us in line and in tune and chasing after our dreams. And our dreams actually come from Him. It has to come up to come out. Thank you, Nicole. I just felt like really just sitting with y'all and being real talk. Sweatsuit, casual, comfy clothes, and just sitting and talking to each other tonight. Yes, Pastor Lydia. And it's hard, and I've had to set a couple people straight even this week. Look, stop it. That's controlling. You're trying to control me. I'm not trying to control you. I'm just asking for your attention, and you will get that. Rest assured, you will get my attention. But I'm doing this right now. Usually I would drop it and run. And then when I dropped A to run to B, C wants me. So then I'm finished with B, I'm on C now. And after C's done with me, D wants me. And now B took me away from my priority. C grabbed me because I seemed to be available. D desperately needed me. And I never handled what I needed to handle for the day. That's not a good feeling. All right, Belinda. Not a good feeling. He is jealous for me. Y'all know it? Well, I ain't teaching much, but I got 5 minutes. Let's go. Influence. The people who influence your life. I hope that as in these 30 days that I have influenced your life, but not as a toxic friend, not as a toxic tag along. What was the other one I had last night? I don't have all my books out my luggage yet. But I pray that I have been an influence in your life. Thank you. And the influence that I want to be on your life is I want this material. I want this teaching. I want this inspiration. I want this to be revelatory to you. I want this to affect your character. I want your soul to be revealed to you, that you can even write it on the wall of your vision. These are the issues that I'm going to work out in 2017. On the next side, these are the issues that I got to work out, but I don't have a due date on them yet. I know I have this problem with me. I know I'm moody. I know that I'm grumpy. I know that I have a problem being honest. I know that I need to get up in the morning and pray. I know that I need to show my friends more love. I know that I should never hold back the blessing of a spoken word. I've got to get better at speaking better words to people. Put these on your wall. And on one side, this is what I'm dealing with this year. And on the other side, so that it's not forgotten and you don't feel overwhelmed in your soul, it's here. I just don't have an expectant date of delivery for those issues yet. But I'm aware of what's in my soul and I'm working on them. I beseech you not to have opportunities come to you this year and you lose them because of the issues of your soul, the issues of your life. So I pray that I have influenced your character, influenced your development, that I influence your behavior first to you. And stop thinking you can help people when you haven't even helped yourself yet. You've done a great job. Some of us have been able to help others through the anointing of God, but we don't have enough belief to help ourselves. It's not like the anointing can't help us, but behaviors come from beliefs. So if I don't believe that I can help myself, none of my behaviors are going to add up to me helping myself. Thank you, Delia. If the majority of your close relationships are with people living a toxic life, you are in trouble. And I said to you before, we're going to go slow on the ending of this teaching, because if it's family, you have to handle it so delicately, but you still have to handle it. You can quote the Bible in 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. 1 Corinthians 15 and 33 says, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character." Bad company corrupts good character. You can't change everyone. The book we have in our church for every new member, every new citizen of the kingdom that joins a local outpost known as the Apostles' House, that there's a mandatory members class. And it's a book written by Robin Gould, Robyn Gould. He's a male pastor in North Carolina. And the book is Proper Attitudes Toward Leadership. And it's more than just about how to treat leadership. It's very expansive, in my opinion, on how to treat each other and how to live as a citizen, how to get rid of your street ways, your family tradition, what you think is right, and how to actually behave as a model citizen in the kingdom of God. And one of the things he spends, I don't know if it's 1 or 3 chapters. I haven't taught it in a while myself. Yep, that's right, Kareem. I think it might even be 3 chapters, because when I first read the book as a pastor, I got upset with him saying, why is he continually telling people to leave their church? Like, I don't understand how he has this great big church. I think it's like 2,500, 5,000 people. We just trying to, build some crumbs so that we can present a harvest to the Lord. And we can really hold on to 12 and 25 people. And every page I'm turning, he keeps telling people to leave the church. Well, how many know after I got data and information, revelation came? And the revelation came that because if you think that you are sent to anyone else's church, anyone else's company, anyone else's family, anyone else's life, anyone else's friendship to change them, you are wasting your time and you are really off limits. Because if someone didn't hire you or you offered a service to them pro bono to help therapy, counsel, mentor, or coach their life, they didn't sign up for you to change their life. You didn't join my church to change my church. I didn't join my former churches to change them churches. But nobody taught me this. We always think that we come in here to change it and to make it better. Baby, you are out of order and out of line. And if you have this thinking, I did. I wasn't taught any differently. Read the book, Proper Attitudes Toward Leadership. Pastor Robin Gould, R-O-B-Y-N, Gould. And he would tell you, if you came in that church to change it, leave now. If you came in that church to give a word to the leadership, leave now. You do not have the authority to bring your vision against the vision of the house. That is division. And I was taught anything with two heads on it is a monster. There's one vision in the house. Dum, da, dum, dum. And you come in and you come alongside that vision and you help and you work in the best way possible to maximize the vision, not for the leader, but for the kingdom of God. You come to learn how to live in the kingdom of God as a model citizen, not to change anything. I've got a good teaching. I don't know if we're going to get to it now or throughout this year, but I got a good teaching that we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about how important organization is to your soul. And what is disorganization? And where does disorganization comes from? Disorganization comes from destroyers. People who come to destroy your organization, your life, your family, your marriage, your goals, your dreams. Disorganization. They come to destroy your organization. They come to disrupt your order. And part of soul detoxing is getting your life in order. I ain't going to hit the 3 things tonight. We're going to hit it tomorrow night because we'll be here all night with that. Because I do want to say this. I shared this with someone today. This is really like, I think somebody called it like table talk or what do they call this? Fireplace chatting or something like that. Some terms they be coming up with. That's right. Disorganization comes to destroy your organization. Disorder comes to disrupt your goals and your patterns. Watch out for destroyers. Come on, Taisha. Me and Taisha had a good talk about clutter. And today when I was driving my 4-hour drive home, the Holy Spirit said to me, do you understand, now that you know about conscious, subconscious, and consciousness to another realm now, you knew about it before, but now you have a greater understanding of it. Do you understand that what you take in all day long with these eyes enter your conscious? It's what you concentrate on, either by eye or by ear. That's why eyes haven't seen, nor have ears heard. Consciousness. Everything that you take in. So if you live in a place of clutter, your eyes is bringing to your conscious clutter, 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 clutter. It processes to your subconscious and then it goes into your conscience. And what does it tell your soul? I am overstressed, overcrowded, uneasy, not comfortable. And all of a sudden you're feeling overwhelmed. You have anxiety going on in your life and you have no idea where it's coming from. You know where it's coming from? The disorder in your life. So I got to go. I thought I would do it this week, but I'm just getting my feet back on the ground today, Thursday. So I want to get myself to the rest of next week. That I want to declutter. I want to get rid of the clothes. I want to get rid of the shoes. I want to get rid of the stuff in the closet. I realize that I don't even go in my closet unless I'm going to get a suit to preach in or shoes to put on my feet. I don't even go in my dresser drawer except for that one drawer with the things we have to change every day or twice a day. The clothes that I wear daily, I can't fit in my closet or in my dresser. Am I talking to you today? So why do I have all this stuff? Because I don't want to get rid of it because it's valuable, it still fits, but I'm not wearing it. 2 and 5 years, some of the stuff. And every day we look at it and it's sending a message. And we wonder why we're emotionally tired. We're fatigued. We have anxiety. Clean out your space. Organization has a lot to say about your soul. That's right, Monica. And hey, Prophet Sandra. And if we have to, we'll gather a group together in each area and we'll help each other detox the clutter. Detox the clutter. Remember detox? Getting rid of things that are fruitless. Let's detox the clutter so that we can look and have a clear landscape that sends clear messages to our conscious, to our subconscious, and to our conscience. Let's get rid of it. See, look, we putting up the clutter. Detox the clutter. Clean out this place. Oh, my clutter. Declutter. Organization is the key. And these are things that come against order. These are the things that come against order. These are things that come against organization. It is disorganization or disorder. And it means destroyers of order or destroyers of your organization. And I can give you the spin off from it, but it's 5 after 8. 5 after 8. 5 after 10. I'm done. Did you get anything tonight? Is your airtime valuable? Detox the clutter. Let's put a group together. You need some help with it? You need help? Put what city and state you're in, and people from that same area will come over there and we'll help each other detox the clutter. Because I want to see you free. Remember, what you take in right here every day affects the conscious, subconscious, and then your conscience. And what a blessed problem to have. Too much clothes and shoes. Only in America. God help us over here. Only in America. Good. Very good. And I think it's Taisha. I think maybe also Leah Orengo Shaw, and Taisha's name shows up on here. They're very good at helping you organize and declutter. And I think they were even thinking about opening up a business and doing that. So if you need help, let's work it out. You can be their first referral. You can be their first advertisement. Let them periscope it. Let them periscope how they come to detox the clutter. And this is how we do it. This is how we work it together. And let's make some ministry out of this. Let's make some organizations out of this. Let Soul Detox start an economy for you. Remember, some of us got to be rich and some of us got to be wealthy. Because wealthy people got to have enough to give over to support other people. Everybody can't live comfortable and content. Some of us just need to be wealthy because I need to bless other people. I'm an answer to poverty. Come on, Taisha. I knew it had to be him because I couldn't even get to my book tonight. I just talked straight from my heart. What we see right here. That's why pornography has such an amazing effect on our conscience. Because once we get it in our conscious and it enters our subconscious, it's now part of our conscience. And we now have a belief in what we seeing on these screens and these magazines are real. And when the real authentic comes, it doesn't come the way your belief is that it should be from what you've been taking in your eyes, and now you have a problem interacting and mingling in that way. Oh, Taisha, let's help each other out and periscope it. Let's start a business. Come on, people of God. Folks are starting businesses too easy nowadays. Reality shows is fake garbage, and these people are getting rich off of it. I don't know about y'all. I watch Shark Tank and all these other places. People are starting businesses with aprons and cups and becoming millionaires off of it. And you mean to tell me out of the 100 and something people that's live tonight, between the two and the 1,000 and 1,200, they're going to replay and watch this over the next couple of hours, we can't come up with a business model? And we serve the creator of all things? Not the cloner. We serve the creator. The creator of all things lives inside of us. His spirit lives inside of us, and we can't come up with one thing. I don't make this saying, I'm just saying, because I know I'm prophetic. I know that I am a prophet of God, and I will never say I'm just saying. Everything I say needs to bring wealth, needs to bring correction, it needs to bring consolation, it needs to bring comfort, it needs to bring you up out of your situation, it needs to build you. So I'm not just saying, I am speaking to somebody in here tonight, and somebody's going to take this seriously. What you saying, Marsha? Come on. Wow. She hit the wrong key. She was giving us the weather update. I'm done. I kept you too long. Are y'all all right? Y'all still love me in the morning? These bursts of hearts that's coming on Periscope is funny right now. But do y'all still love me? It has not been running, Taisha. Come on. In spite of everything, he has called me to so much. Yes, he has, Lydia. Come on, Jackie. See, someone has a declutter business in New Jersey and an organization business. That's right. That's right. A prophetic economy. Businesses come out of me. I thought of one today, and I want to contact a young man that I know he used to be in love with this when he was a kid. I knew him as a child, and I hear he's into heavy drinking and he's getting high, and he kind of just like does day things just to get a little pocket money, $100 for the day to live on, and he has a lot of talent inside of him, but nobody's reached out and pulled out the gold inside of him. And I think I'm going to reach out to him and ask him, hey, you want to help start this business with me? Your skills, my backing, let's open this thing up. It may change his life. I would pray that it would change his life and give us an economy so that we can do greater things. Thank you. Thank you for the love. I'm going to let y'all go now. It's late. I don't know, what to call this one besides at the table, couch talk, detox the clutter. Let's do it. Somebody want to help me? If I can trust you in my personal life, you can come help me. We'll put this thing up on live Facebook or Periscope and let people see how it's done step by step. Tell them give us a call. We'll work it out with you. Our first objective is the ministry of detoxing the clutter in your life to help you detox that soul. Come on, D. Davis. And our second agenda is to be rewarded for our labor. We got to learn how to pay bills. We got to learn how to reward people. Soul detox. I love you. I pray that it was a blessing to you tonight. I think I shared my heart with you. And when I share my heart with you, that means there's a trust that's been formed over this airway. And I hope it's vice versa. I love you. I pray grace and peace be upon you. Tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. We will only have 4 days left. For a while, we're all going to be looking at the phone 9 o'clock at night and be like, man, it's nice not to have to be on, but now that we not on, I miss the crew. I miss the family. Well, good night. See you all tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Watch the replay. Grace and peace. Send this in somebody's inbox. Minister to somebody. Send them a U mark by video. Yes, Natalia. I understand. I understand. Love you all. Good night. See you tomorrow. Good night, Monica, Leah, Nicole, Chevelle, Belinda. I know. You're welcome, Regina. Good night, Natasha. I love you too, Bernard Howard. Audria, good night. I love you. Night, Monica. Thanks for staying on with me. Marissa. Good night, Deacon Pat, Minister Pat. Good night, Harriet. Hey, Destiny, replay. Yeah, now we got video U marks. That's right, Lydia. I love you so much. You're so special to me. Never changes. Anya. Yes, partner up. Pastor Lydia, I was actually praying for you today. We'll talk soon. Good night, Taisha. Good night, Jeanette Zachs. Tamara. Do you see you and Mikey's cups? We're using them. Good night, Denise Holter. Love you. Aw, thank you, Sylvia. And good night, Lavonda. I'm going to check my email. If you can go in your send and resend it. Maybe it got caught in and I thought I read it already. Just resend it to me. I know, Katrina. I don't either. Good night. Good night, y'all. Love you much. Thank you for your time.